Bush Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today we've come back to Envy Bay. We finally found a way down here, and you'll probably see in a few minutes just how difficult it was to get here. But without further ado, let's see what we can find.
So, as Nicole says, here we are on Envy Bay. Some of it might not be all that recognisable. You can see the steep drop here in towards the river Leven. You can probably also hear an awful lot of traffic noise. That's because we now have a new bridge going over this area. If you remember, quite a while back we mentioned that the Bawbee Bridge was going to be under some repair work. So that's basically meant that this entire area has been closed off to us for quite some time. We found a way down. Let's see what we can find. This area is uncommonly sandy, and as you can see there's the odd chunk of quite nice seaglass. Now that, I think that's a really nice piece actually, because it is quite big, it's quite long, and it's perfectly pendant shaped. It's going to take a bit of getting used to with all this traffic noise, but there we go. At least we've managed to get back down on Envy Bay, where some of our best days have been had, and some of our best finds too. So we've decided to start where it's noisiest, and that way the bonus of that is that we're always going to be walking away from the noise, so it's going to get increasingly quiet as the day goes on. There's a big chunky bit there. What do you reckon? Leave that the now?
Yeah, let's see if we can find something with a touch more colour in it.
Yeah, well, you know, I see something up ahead and we're about to get there, so it'll be a nice bit once we do. Another wee bit there, no. Nicole's been fussy pants today, folks.
Yeah, fussy pants.
Fussy pants. There's another bit that fussy pants is probably not going to take. And then if we move up even just a wee bit more, there's yet another bit. Now, I know lots of people will be saying these are really good pieces of seaglass, why are you leaving them behind? And that's because I'm just hoping, amongst all other hopes, that this thing in front of me here, right there, is actually blue glass. That it might not be. It's very hard to tell at this distance.
Do you know, it looks a bit like plastic from where I am.
It does, doesn't it? It's got that dull...
Oh!
It's actually blue flash glass, is it?
Oh, well yeah,
Looks
and
like
that's very rare. We tend to find pink flash glass, but blue flash glass, that's a really rare find. It's very thin.
I might have to subtitle Nicole's parts, folks. It's quite noisy here and I'm not sure yet what we're going to get. But that's a cracking find, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really cool. Let's take that.
Okay, let's have that. Now, that is very cool. Okay, so let's see if we can spot it. I think I can see it just now, which isn't very much help to everybody else. So I'm just going to move in a wee bit closer to that, and as we do we'll shift the angle so that we can see it a wee bit clearer. Can you see what it is? It's a very cool wee find. I love these things. And I think this is from some kind of medicinal bottle maybe.
Yeah.
Certainly a wee old bottle in the past. It wouldn't have been very big with a tight neck like that. We just turn that around. You can see the thickness of the mouth there.
Yeah, it looks like one of these tiny utility bottles we find at the bottle dumps, and this one is lovely and frosted.
It's a really cool find actually, because you can just maybe drill a wee hole in there and then you have a beautiful wee pendant. And I think, well, maybe not a pendant. It might be a wee bit sharp for a pendant, but it's a cracking wee bottleneck.
Thank you.
Now there are, even although they're still quite plain glass, there are a few wee gems here. I think this one has promise, just the shape. Right. Oh, that's interesting actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
I'm going to pop that down there. You can see there's, maybe you can't see, but there's a little form, shall we say, for want of a better word. There's a wee kind of concave indentation just here, where there may have been, I don't know if there was a hole there or quite what there was there. If we turn it around, whoops, it's the same on the other side.
Might have been part of a cod bottle, you think, maybe? That indentation part of the cod bottle?
I'm not sure. Grab that up, we'll take a closer look at that in a wee while. I've just spotted another piece of pottery there. Now we'll see if this has what the other was lacking. Nope, just plain pottery. Oh, I tell you, we're finding some odd shapes today. That's very cool. What is that?
Maybe it's a bit of bonfire glass. It certainly has that kind of squishy finish to it.
Yeah, do you think?
I'm not sure. Very
That's
cool.
quite cool, isn't it?
A day for odd shapes.
Day for odd shapes, but nice sea glass. Okay, we'll have that. I hope you can see that. There's a weird kind of twist there, just in the top of this piece. This is kind of it's kind of curved in the way, a concave shape there, with this odd wee feature. Let's have that.
Now there was a piece of pottery up here when we walked down that end of the beach, and for the life of me I can't see where it is, but it's there. It's right there.
Had to be right in front of you.
Yeah.
Now I can't see it just yet.
Okay.
So let's see if we can find that. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Oh.
And I'm really excited about that one because I can see it's got the roof of the pagoda on it, and we all know what that means.
Yep. That means it had a pagoda on it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We can see the roof of the pagoda there that Nicole's just described.
Yeah, oh, that's really lovely, and I really like that the geometric edge of the plate is still there. You can actually see that it was a plate because this part is just coming up slightly.
Now here's another bit of clear glass. This one I reckon was from a bar's bottle, like an old iron brew bottle or something like that. It's really thick, really, well it's shiny on that side, but it's quite thick, quite heavy piece of glass. But just off to the edge of that, or just off to one side, I hope other people probably, oh hang on, I hope other people probably spotted this as well. There's a wee wishing stone there. But you're going to have that? Yeah. Nicole's having that? Can I turn a wish away? Nestled in there is a wee bit of sea foam. It's really chunky sea foam, but there's lots of shiny bits around it, so I think for those reasons we're just going to have to leave that behind. But as I say,
look, there's a bit of pottery, and it's just, if you come over here, it's just stuck behind the stone there. Yeah,
I can see it. I think, oh no, I can't see it. I saw a shell and thought it was the pottery. But what Nicole's pointing at, I thought it was this here, but it's not. It's right beside it, right behind it, just tucked away there. That's quite a nice bit.
There's something on it.
There's quite a lot of pattern left on that one.
Oh, it looks a bit pictorial. I mean, I can hardly see it, but oh.
Do you know what? It's more of the. I think it's more of the blue willow pattern, isn't it? Do you think?
Yeah. I think I maybe need to. It could be the bridge.
Yeah, that could be the end of the bridge just there. You see a little pontoon just on the side there. Oh, we can see that.
Look, that's the other bit that we found. It's slightly different. Look, this is or is it not? I thought the geometric pattern was a little bit bigger here.
I think it is. Yeah. They're obviously not part of the same piece of crockery. Let's just look at them side by side. So they're obviously not part of the same piece of crockery. This one's maybe a bowl, this one's maybe more like a plate. Yeah. Not too sure. But I think it's reasonably safe to say that they're both blue willow pieces, yeah?
Yeah. And I really like that we both found them on the same day. Maybe they want to stay together.
Very cool. Let's have them then. We're getting a wee spit of rain, so if the next scene you see is us sheltering under a bridge, you know why. Now, Nicole's just spotted at the same time as me, I think, two really chunky pieces of glass. We've got one just down here as a clear looking piece, and one just over there is a seafoam piece. Now the seafoam piece looks to me like it's got a big massive crack in the side there, and so yeah, it's very shiny. You see that? Just in there. That's a shame.
But you know what? Just look up a bit. Look, can you see the pipe stem?
I didn't notice that. Right? I picked that bit of glass maybe up off the top of it. It's not often we find pipe stems here though.
No.
But that, as Nicole has just spotted, looks very much like. In fact, it is. Yeah. See the wee hole. Hang on. See if I can get the camera to focus in on that tiny space. Yeah. See that wee hole?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so smooth now. I mean, when we find them at the bottle dump, they tend to be a lot bigger, so that one's clearly worn down a lot.
It has, yeah. It's very, very thin, very, very fine looking as well.
That's already a bead.
Yeah. And that's this piece of clear glass. It's really manky, covered in bits and bobs of, I don't know, it's grubby. Grubby looking.
Yeah, you know, it's actually, it's sea foam, so I think that's what you're seeing. So I think we're going to take this piece of pipe stem, this large chunk here, and we're going to leave this bit of
a jam jar there,
behind.
You know, we should really get ourselves out to the dump very soon and see if we can collect lots and lots and lots of little jam jars again.
Oh yeah, the mini jam jars that I love so much.
I have a hankering for some jam jars.
Yeah, we should go do that.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's not in shot yet. There we go.
It looks like something out of the Star Wars.
It does, doesn't it? The Cantina Band.
That's right.
What member of the Cantina Band could this have been? It looks like it's playing some kind of wind instrument with that wee mouth.
It's just so cute.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Love finding toys in these places.
Yeah. I'm going to take that one.
Yeah, let's have that. And let's get ourselves up the other end of the beach.
Yeah.
After we have a look at this, I think what we'll do is march on down to the far side of the beach here, and we'll get away from all this noise. That is most certainly something like a cod bottle piece, do you think?
Oh yeah, that's probably the bottom of a cod bottle.
Now if you heard Nicole being distracted when I was trying to talk about this piece, you might be heard a wee oh. That's because, and we're just going to go straight over there just now whilst Nicole grabs that wee bit of pottery. I think that's a wee bit of
I'll put it back in there.
Hang on, let's see. Oh, hang on, far too. Ooh, that's a little bit of that check pattern from the edge of the plate, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is.
No.
There's a little bead there. Is that a bead or
My guess is, I'm going to say that this bead, this wee red one right there, I'm going to say that has more to do with fishing than anything else.
Yeah.
But maybe I could be wrong. You know, we found some beautiful wee beads here before, so maybe you can fish that out and have a wee look at that. Now, what I'm going to do whilst Nicole's trying to decide whether that's a really cool wee bead or not. I think it's maybe a fishing one. Maybe you can turn over that wee piece of pottery there. This is what had Nicole gasping.
Ooh.
Lovely, isn't it?
An amazing piece of spongeware and absolutely lovely, kind of almost Christmassy colours, right? Red and green's almost Christmassy.
Yeah, that's very cool. This is not what we're here for. Let's grab that out just now. Well, it is what we're here for. But what we're trying to do just now is get ourselves down underneath this bridge and on down to the rich pickings of the shore way down here. So let's get moving.
I'm so happy we've made it back down to Envy Bay, and look, Envy Bay is greeting us with lots of pottery today. It looks like, might be spongeware, almost looks like there's half an apple here. Very, very large piece, probably the edge of a plate. You can see it's bent slightly. Probably a little bit too big for us. Well, at least it's too big for a pendant, I think. But what I'm really hoping is, and I'm going to go up there, maybe you can see Craig just right there in the distance. Whoops! I'm I'm gonna go in that area because that's where I usually find a marble, and that's really all I want to find today. Maybe I want to find a marble. No, not maybe. I definitely do want to find a marble.
A really chunky piece of glass. Been a bit of a bottle bottom, I reckon. See that now? Yeah, I reckon that's been a bit of a bottle bottom. Gonna leave that one. And oh, hey, fussy. Fussy, fussy, fussy.
Well, I had very much forgotten just how amazing Envy Bay is. And I'm going to ask you, can you see what I see? Well, I'll give you a hint. It is blue. It's dark blue. And it's, well, it's the perfect size for a pendant. It's right here. Really difficult to spot when it's wet. I'll try and take it out. Now, isn't that lovely? That is really nice and smooth. Yes, it is going to be a pendant. Yoo-hoo! I did see something. Where is it now? Ah, there it is. Can you see it? It's blue. It looks like it might have been part of a milk of magnesia bottle. And it's right here. It's actually quite big. Oh, is there some writing on it? No, it's just wet. Okay, well that's really nice. I'm going to take that one. And let's see what else we can see. Oh, I've just spotted something. We'll go to that in a minute. Flipping it over. No, that's just white. But if you look up here, I don't know if you can see it. It's turquoise actually. So let's go and see what it is. Kind of looks a bit like a bit of a toothbrush. I don't think that's what it is though. Let's see. Is it glass? What is? That's a really lovely colour. Oh, look, these colours look really lovely together. Very oceanic. Blue and turquoise. Cool. Now, I've not managed to get to the bit where I usually find the marble. So I think we're going to go there now.
Now, these are normally always underwater by the time we get here. So it's, it's a wee bit interesting to finally get a wee look. It's absolutely caked in I don't know what. It's that wood's in a sort of like a state of decomposition there. I think you can see up past that band, the little section just on the top there. Now that's the bit that remains above water. You can see that pretty much every other part of this pole is in some state of rot. I wonder how many years it's got left here. Who knows?
Now there are actually two pieces and they look very interesting. One is actually pirate glass and it's just down here. This huge chunk here. Very large, very thick, very black looking. It's not black, it's lightly green, but you can really see how thick that is. Okay, let's try and hold it against the light. Can you see it? It's just green, just on the edge, very edge there. I can see it's green. The camera might not be able to pick it up though. Now, that was the one thing. The one thing, this lovely pirate glass. And then there's something next to it, and it's just here. Looks like the bottom of a ginger beer bottle, but I can see there's a maker's mark there. Oh, look. It says Born Denby. And that's where a lot of ginger beer bottles were made. Some of them were made in Portobello, just across from just across the river from us here. But this was clearly made in Denby. We're going to leave that right where it is because I don't need that piece. And there's a brick. What else is here? Some more sea glass. There's a bit of pottery here. Very large piece. Not very much on it. Tiny bit of sea pot pattern left. Oh, and there's a bottle bottom there. Just a piece of it. Looks like it's very nicely frosted. Just here. It's very nicely frosted. You can really see it's a bottle bottom. It's just got that curve there, coming up there. I'll take that for the minute. Did I mention we have a sale on our Etsy shop? I can see there's a white piece there. That looks nice. That looks like it's really nicely frosted. It's got a slight curve to it. Take that bit of algae off it. Come on, algae, you want to stay here? There we go. Well, once that's cleaned, that's going to make a really nice pendant. Yes, every piece that I look at, I think, could it be a pendant? Could it be a pair of earrings? It's an occupational hazard of a jewellery maker. Now that is probably a little bit too shiny and too fractured. Oh, what's that though? Looks like a window handle or something. What do you think? What is it? Oh no, it's got something on there. What is that? Some sort of tool with something stuck on the edge. I always wonder if you could reuse these things. Probably some scrapey tool. Weird. Very weird. The weird and the wonderful. That one is weird. There's a bit of pottery. Oh, a couple of pieces of pottery actually. Okay, now this. Oh, bit of spongeware. That's nice. We can take that. And let's see if there's anything on this piece. Nope, nothing. It's plain. We're going to leave that one here. Oh, it's lovely. The sun's just coming through. Put my winter jacket back out of the cupboard because it was a bit cold today. But now with the sun, it's actually really nice and cozy. Oh, what's that? What is that? Reminds me of these things that in the 80s you got that in Coca-Cola in a lid inside and had pictures of bands and stuff on it. That's exactly what it is. It's the inside of some sort of old bottle. Well, I'll take that off the beach. It's plastic. Not what I thought. Don't know if you ever collected these things from the 80s. Maybe they weren't sold outside of Germany, I'm not sure. No, Craig's just away way down at the water. I'm gonna try and show you. I can't even see Craig. And I've shouted. And he's not seen me, he's not heard me, nothing. But I've got to pick it up. I've just got to pick it up. It's a marble, look. It's just hiding there, just behind the stone. Oh, it's a green cat's eye marble. I was so hoping I would find a marble. Oh, I can't believe my luck. There were two people here in this area just before we got down. And they must have missed this. Oh, I really want to pick it up, but I also want to see, want Craig to see it. Oh, am I going to leave it there? Maybe I'll leave it here. No, I'm going to pick it up. Oh.
Not sure if you can see it. But there seems to be some swans down there. I'll see if I can get a wee bit closer so we can have a wee look. Now I'm not sure if that's a very happy wave, and maybe it means that we've found something up there. So let's go check that out. Nicole's found a marble! You found a marble?
Yes, yes, yes,
Did
yes.
you pick it up?
No, I left it. I put a circle of stones around it.
Oh, okay, well, I suppose with there being so few stones here, it should be pretty easy to spot then.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we might have our work cut out for us. We're looking for a circle of stones. Can anybody see a circle of stones? Anybody see any stones anywhere? Well, I guess we're going to need a wee bit of luck here. But hey ho, you know, it might be more obvious than I think. Is that a circle of stones? There are several stones around there. Oh dear. Have you found that marble yet?
No.
That's because you're miles away from it. I've got it right in front of me here.
Oh, that's where I left it. That's where I lost my marble.
Nicole lost her marbles, folks. You heard it here first, and it wasn't even me that said it. There it is. What a wee beauty.
Oh, isn't it amazing? It's a lovely cat's eye marble. Now I can finally pick it up and see. It was so easy to find.
Well, it was after a wee while. I think we just had to get far enough away from the area that you were, that you remembered it being in. I think I've seen this happen before, where you know you've put something down and marked it, and then you've went for a wee wander, and you end up quite considerable distance away from it. Okay, let's have that. Well done on that find of the marble. I think that's probably the find of the day. As it is, I think, you know, it's starting to get a wee bit grey.
Yeah.
I reckon we might end up with a wee bit of rain. So why don't we make our way back up that end of the beach?
Yeah.
And we'll see what we can find as we make our way back to the car.
Let's do that.
There's a wee find.
Oh, that's very nice.
That is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely. There's a couple of wee bits of pottery around here, but that has a really nice wee pattern on it.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a cloud and some stars. To me, at least, it does.
You can probably see what Nicole means with the cloud. It's at the lower side here, and then the stars are those kind of crisscross shapes across the top there. That's a really nice wee bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take that. I think that's going to be a pendant.
Looks like it to me. Let's have that then. Now, just in front of that, there's a piece of what looks like a jam jar, but I think we're going to leave that. It's kind of chunky, and Nicole spotted. Oh, you're gonna have a wee look just in case, eh? Just in case.
Just in case. Always
Now,
double check.
you saw this wee bottleneck. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Do you know what I can see in front of it though? And I think
It's-
anybody who's watching here as well should be able to see that.
It's a bottom.
It's a bottom. There's a bottle bottom, and it's directly in front of us. So let's have a closer look at the bottom. So 2 seconds, I'll just come over there. Yeah, that looks like a very old bottle to me.
Yeah, it's really lovely frosted. I mean, there's so many sea marks on it that it's taken on a new texture entirely.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
We should maybe try and get a wee bit of light through that, because those things can look spectacular. Not today, we're going to have to shine a torch on it. I reckon it's a wee bit dull. The sun did pop out to say hello, and then it went away home. It didn't seem to want to hang around today at all. Wee bit of privacy glass here. Nicole's just spotted this little piece of glass. Can you see what that says though?
Oh, it says co-op, so it's from the, I think, co-op society, or no, Sun, something Sun, not Sun, G-op Sun.
I don't know, you're leaving gaps as if you expect me to fill them. Sorry, I have no idea what that is.
Something Sun, OP Sun.
Do you want to take that piece?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okie
Yeah,
dokes.
I'll take that.
Now,
And,
you spotted quite a nice wee piece of pottery there.
spotted this piece here.
Yeah, that's very nice. More sort of like oriental transferware there. Maybe we can burl that a wee bit so that it's face on. There we go.
Yeah, it does look very oriental. It almost looks like there's a little seahorse on it, or a little dragon. And I'm going to turn this over as well. Nope, this is just plain. That's the one that you spotted earlier.
There's a couple of nice sea foam bits just in front of us here. So I think what we'll do is we're getting a wee bit closer, and we'll do that wee kind of breadcrumb thing that Nicole likes to do. We'll start off here with this first seafoam find. Oh, that's quite cool. It's like a wee Mexican hat. Well, it's just, well, actually, it's like a top hat, isn't it? Yeah. Or a Stetson or something like that. See, there's the bit where the wee head would go, and that's the side.
It does look like a top hat, yeah.
It's like a wee hat.
Yeah, it's a lovely kick-up. I mean, it's we usually find the kick-ups in olive green, so finding a seafoam one, that's really rare.
That's quite cool then.
Yeah, I wonder if I can make that into a pendant.
Oh well, it's a pendant week here, folks. Let's grab that up then. Now there's a really nice, in fact there's two really nice blue pieces of glass here. They're quite light blue, baby blue, or not sure. It's that piece directly in front there. What do you reckon that is?
It looks like it's the neck of a bottle from where I am. Let me put my bag down. And oops, shall I turn it over? I'll turn it over.
Please.
There we go. See, now you can.
Right,
I think now you can really see that it's a neck. But it looks like it's an applied neck. It's really kind of wonky. It's really nice and smooth as well. It's a lovely, lovely shape and a gorgeous colour as well.
Let's have that. Now, just in front of that, hidden behind a stone, there's another beautiful wee piece of what colour would you call that? It's kind of seafoam, but it's more of a kind of aqua watery colours there. Just right here. I wonder if that's part. Do you know? I think that might be part of the same object. What do you reckon? It's got a wee lip in here.
Yeah, it also has a little neck on the side. But you know what? I'm really excited because I just found something, and it's a button. So I'm just going to put it here.
Okay, maybe we can grab that up whilst we're here. Yeah. And then we'll take a wee look at that button. Now that's cool. It looks like it's a mother of pearl button.
Yeah. That's why I thought at first it was a piece of shell, but then the shape kind of said, no, I'm man-made.
It's perfectly round, and it looks like it had two little holes punched in it there where it was stitched onto a garment.
Yeah, and the thing that connected the holes, or well, that's gone now. The inside of the button. What is that called?
The bit in between holes. I've no idea what it's called, or even if it has a name. Let's have that. Okie dokes.
So I've just set up our best finds of the day. Let's go and take a look.
So, quite a selection of finds. Some good, some bad. We'll start off with the bad then.
Yeah, well the bad would be the plastic. So we're taking the plastic off the beach. I also found a couple of toys there. So it's a little building block and a pencil. And I find that quite funny because it's like a Victorian but from today, you know. It's like child's
So just
toys.
see, that's the wooden block there, and that's the pencil.
Right, so my favourite find is the marble. There's no two ways about it. The marble is my favourite find. Now let me hear, what's your favourite find?
That's a cracking wee find, that marble. I'm just going to zoom over the finds, and if you want to let us know what your favourite find is in the comments, that'd be cool. Been a good day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been so lovely to finally be able to get back down to Envy Bay. It must have been over 6 months since we've been here.
Now that we can, let's make this a wee bit more of a regular thing, right?
Yeah. If we get in a marvel every time we come here.
Okie dokes. Let's have that lot then.
What an absolutely amazing day we had back here at Envy Bay, and it's given us a marvel. Well, it's given me a marvel. So it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and through your Ko-fi donations. That makes a huge difference and it keeps the lights on. We'll see you next time.